I think it'd be tricky to pick one. I think probably my spell that I enjoyed scoring most goals was my first spell when I came on loan from Derby. I was very fortunate to be in a very good team then, playing with some top players, people like Bobby Assall, Lee Williamson, Liam Lawrence, Greenacre, probably too many to name in that team. So they gave me the licence to go and kind of play free, get forward and score some goals, and we managed to get promotion that season, and I was fortunate to pick up some important goals in that season. So I think to pick one would be tough. I think that I'd be doing that season injustice if I did pick one. So I think any goal from kind of that season and that period where we were pushing to get promotion and to get the club out the division could be any of them. So Martin Shaw, if you want to pick all of them goals out and show me them, that'd be brilliant. Thank you. Tough question, very tough question. I think I was very fortunate, to be honest with you, to be able to play with a lot of top players that went on to have unbelievable careers in the game. So to pick one would be impossible for me to do. I think the likes of Richie Barker, Bobby Assall, Lee Williamson, Greeny, Jake Buxton, Baptiste. There's loads. I think even in the later part of my career at Mansfield, people like Jamie Maguire, incredible players to play with for different reasons. I think people like Jamie, you knew you could trust him and rely on him, and not just in football, but in any walk of life, you go to war with him. So it'd be impossible for me to pick one. I think I've been very, very lucky in terms of the players that I have played with. So yeah, I won't pick one, but I've been fortunate to play with a lot of top players at Mansfield. Another good question. I think a lot of that was just instinct, to be honest with you. I didn't find out till kind of the Friday afternoon that Paul was leaving, so it was all a big surprise, shock to all of us. And on that night, I remember me and Richard Cooper, we met up on that evening to go over a few things for the Saturday against Plymouth. We did change a few things like the shape, put some new personnel in just to freshen it up a little bit. But it was a great game for us. I think we got off to a winning start, which was great. The players performed really, really well against a really good team. I think after that was then how I had to deal with new relationships with players from a coaching point of view, rather than being in the trenches on the pitch with them, which was tricky, because I had a lot of people in that dressing room that I was friends with and good friends with. And then to have to deal with them as a manager was a real challenge, but something that has put me in good stead moving on in my career. So I think in terms of the dynamics of the group and what we did in that short period of time, it was just about mentally trying to refocus and making them feel confident, making them feel good in themselves. And like you get with any new coaching team, you kind of take the chains off and let the boys go and express themselves and enjoy the game, rather than putting too much pressure on them, especially when we'd been on such a losing streak. So yeah, a lot of it was instinct, and it was probably more dealing with people and using people skills than it was anything magical tactically or technically. I think being an assistant it's a role that I enjoy. I was obviously assistant manager at Mansfield to Paul, but at the same time I was playing as well. So I had a big focus on the playing side and not as much focus on the assistant side in that period. I think at the minute, being an assistant manager, coach, it's something that I'm really getting a lot out of. It gives me the ability to kind of take a step back and look at the situation from a bigger picture and to learn from other people. I said in previous questions, I'm working under a very good manager at the minute who's from a different country with different ideas, different ways of doing things, different coaching methods, and some things that I'm picking up that I'm really enjoying. So going back into management and being a manager is not something that's in the forefront of my mind. It's not something that I'm desperate to do. I'm still class myself as a young coach in the game at 38, so I still hope I've got time on my side. So I'm just enjoying the journey at the minute and learning as much as I can, and tweaking and improving my own philosophy while working under a fantastic philosophy with a great club and a great manager at the minute. So no, it's something that I'm not focused on at the minute. I'm enjoying the position I'm in and getting the most out of that. I think the biggest thing that I've learnt while being at Barnsley is I enjoyed the fact that it's a one club philosophy. The philosophy runs from the first team all the way down to the academy. Everybody works on the same things, so everyone's on the same page, which is it's great. It's a great environment to work in. Probably the biggest thing I've taken from it is the fact that the philosophy that I am working under is something that it's kind of changed my view on football in the way that it should be played in certain areas. We're a very attacking team, a very front-footed team, and being able to work with managers and a manager at the minute that's solely focused on that philosophy, and to see the detail that goes into that, it's great learning, and it's brilliant. I think people talk about high pressing teams, etc., and they think it's just running around and chasing the ball and winning it back as quick as you can, and it's not. And I think learning with a manager like I am at the minute about the detail and the way that works under this philosophy is something that you can't put a price on. It's something that I'm really enjoying, and I think that the detail and the work that goes in that to make it successful is something that I'm enjoying being a part of. So yeah, I think the focus on a philosophy and the detail that goes into that and how that works daily and what that looks like is something that it's a great learning experience for me.